Hello and welcome to today's edition of the Daf Yomi, Nazir Daf 62, Omid A. Let's dive straight in. Yochon lo Yehu Nazirin, Talmud lo ma'ish, Ve'itma Amar Rabbi Yochanan, Halacha hi ben Nazir. One might have thought that Gentiles cannot be Nazirites at all. The verse therefore states man, to teach that they can become Nazirites. The Gemara answers, wasn't it stated that Rabbi Yochanan said that halacha that a son may use his father's Nazarite offerings is halacha transmitted to Moses at Sinai with regard to a Nazarite? Since this halacha does not appear in the Torah, the verse cannot be coming to exclude it. Yachi. The Gemara asks, if so, why don't you the verse? When a man shall clearly offer a vow of person to the Lord according to your valuation, Leviticus 27:2. There's regard to valuations, from which it is derived that Gentiles are included in halacha valuation. After all, one valuation juxtaposed to vows, as the verse states, when a man shall clearly utter a vow of persons to the Lord, according to your valuation, isn't it taught in a brighter with regard to a verse dealing with vows, any man ish from the house of Israel, or of the strangers of Israel, who sacrifices offering, whether it be any of their vows or any of their gift offerings, which are sacrificed to the Lord as a burnt offering, Leviticus 22:18. What does it mean when the verse takes the extra emphasis, any man ish? Excuse me, the Bible explains, this serves to include the Gentiles, that they take a vow for offerings and give offering like a Jew. What does that mean? Hagoyim shehein nod rim v'chulu. Even idolatrous Gentiles can vow and bring burnt offerings to the temple. However, they may not bring obligatory burnt offerings or any other obligatory offering, e.g. sin offering or guilt offering, and also may not bring peace offerings. It can be derived from the juxtaposition that Gentiles are included in halacha evaluations. The Gemara now restates its question. In that case, why do I need the phrase when a man shall clearly utter a vow? It's stated with regard to valuations. Rather, this term man does not include Gentiles, but is necessary in order to include a minor 1 year before he or she reaches majority. What does that mean? Mufra samach leish. The vows and consecration of a boy or girl who is in the year before reaching majority and who understands the nature of vows are valid, as are those who reach the age of adulthood who lack this understanding, even if he or she has not reached maturity through the appearance of 2 pubic hairs. Such people are obligated to fulfill all their vows, including vows of Nazirite. They can also separate terumah and tithe from produce. Similarly, their dedications to the temple treasury take effect, and they are obligated to give away any evaluation they undertake. Rambam Sefer Flach, Hilchot Nedarim 11:1-4, Hilchot Nazir 2:13, and Hilchot Arichem V'Rachamim 1:15, Sefer Zerayim, Hilchot Terumah 4:5, Shulchan Aruch Yodeya 2:31. If a minor takes a vow 1 year before coming of age and shows a clear understanding of a statement, his vow takes effect. This individual is included in halacha evaluation as well. The Gemara comments, this works out well according to the one who says that a minor before he or she reaches majority must fulfill his or her vows by Torah law, because the verse serves as the source for this halacha. The modern conclusion of a minor 1 year before he or she reaches majority are valid by Torah law. Amoraim engaged in a dispute with regard to the issue in Tractate Nida 46b, and halacha is according to the opinions of Rabbi Yochanan and Reish Lakish. Rambam Sefer Flach, Hilchot Nedarim 11:1, and Sefer Zerayim, Hilchot Terumah 4:5. However, according to the one who says that this halacha applied by rabbinic law, why do I need the verse when the man shall clearly utter a vow? The conclusion of this discussion is that even according to those who maintain that a Jew 1 year before he or she reaches majority can vow by rabbinic law, a Gentile in the same age category must be vowed by Torah law. The only commentators ask how a Gentile could be obligated by Torah law. The situation where a Jew is exempt. The commentator Nazir explained that there are in fact many cases in which the Torah is more stringent with Gentiles than with Jews, e.g. with regard to a lot of damages. See Bava Kama 37b. Others explain that the vow of a minor Jew does not take effect because the prohibition against delaying the fulfillment of one's vow does not apply to a Jew until he reaches the age of maturity. By contrast, this prohibition does not apply to Gentiles at all, and therefore there is no reason to distinguish between an adult and a minor Gentile. That's from the Tut of the Rosh. There's also another opinion that the entire difference between an adult and a minor applies only to Jews, and the Torah imposed special halachot that go into effect when one comes of age. However, with regard to Gentiles, the change from being a minor to being an adult depends only on the intellectual capacity of the individual in question. Since an intelligent person who is almost an adult understands what he is doing, his valid effect and carrying over. The verse serves to include a minor 1 year before he or she reaches the majority who is a Gentile. That this halacha applies to Gentiles by Torah. The Gemara comment, this works out well according to one who says that it's the first one the verse of children is in Leviticus 27:2. That Jews can be evaluated, but Gentiles cannot be evaluated. And one might have thought that Gentiles cannot take a valuation vow. Therefore the verse states man. According to this opinion, it is fine as a phrase when a man shall clearly utter a vow. So it teaches that if a Gentile close to adulthood grasps the meaning of vows, he can take a valuation vow. However, according to one who says that the children of Israel can take a valuation vow, but Gentiles cannot take a valuation vow, a Gentile can be evaluated but cannot take a valuation vow. How so? If a Gentile says, I'm obligated to give my value, or I'm obligated to give the value of a Jew, of this Jew, his statement is of no consequence. However, if a Jew said, I'm obligated to give the value of this Gentile, he must give the Gentile's value according to its age and gender as specified in the Torah. The halacha is in accordance with the opinion of Rabbi Meir, and the Gemara considers his explanation the more reasonable one. The Ravid rules that a Gentile can take a valuation vow but cannot be evaluated, in accordance with the opinion of Rabbi Yehuda rather than that of Rabbi Meir. Rambam, Sefer Afrah, 6, to the Kesef Mishnah there. One may thought that Gentiles cannot be evaluated. Therefore, the verse states in the additional term man to teach that anybody, even a month-old baby, the value of a male between the ages of 31 days and 5 years is 5 salah, while a female of the same age is evaluated at 3 salah, specified in the Torah Sefer Rambam Sefer Farah 1:3. And varies according to the assigned value stated in the Torah. According to this opinion, it is of no importance how old the subject of the vow is, and therefore the verse clearly cannot be including a Gentile on the verge of adulthood. Consequently, the question remains, why do I need the phrase when a man shall clearly utter a vow? Rav Adaba Hava said, the verse is referring to all vows and serves to include, i.e., to teach the halacha of a type of adult Gentile, who, although he is an adult, he does not know how to clearly utter a vow. The verse teaches that his vows are invalid. It is derived from the phrase that a man shall clearly vow. Vows of a Gentile are valid only if he can express them clearly. However, having clarified the verse concerning valuations, the Gemara asks, however, concerning the verse when a man or woman shall clearly utter a vow, in number 6:2, which the merciful one writes with regard to Nazirship, why do I need it? After all, isn't it the halacha of Nazirship just opposed to vows? Why do I need the verse when a man or woman shall clearly utter a vow? The Gemara answers, the verse serves to include the case of one who, by means of ambiguous intimations. What does that mean? According to some commentaries, the verse teaches that even vows with ambiguous intimations are nevertheless considered vows. If so, the phrase when a man shall clearly utter a vow indicates that provided that one pronounces a vow, even if its meaning is ambiguous, it still takes effect. Others explain that this in the opposite manner. They claim that the term to include is a term of exclusion. Consequently, ambiguous intimations are not considered intimations to vows because they do not constitute the requisite clear enunciation of a vow. That's what, to a great extent, this issue depends on the different version of the opinion of Abaye and Rava, as discussed by the early commentaries. I.e., he expressed only part of the formula of a vow, so that his meaning is unclear. As it was stated that the Amoraim had a dispute with regard to this issue, with regard to ambiguous intimations, with regard to the intimation of vows, i.e., incomplete expressions whose meaning can be inferred from the context. If one's intention is somewhat evident from the statement itself, it is a valid vow, and the meaning of the words is not ambiguous, the vow does not take effect, and according to the opinion of Rava. The early commentaries dispute the precise meaning of the concept of ambiguous intimations. Rambam, that's in the Rambam Sefer Hilchon 123, Hilchon Yodei 206.1. Abai said that they are considered intimations to vows, and the vows take effect. And Rava said that they are not considered intimation to vows, and the vows do not take effect, according to the opinion of Abaye. That's how it works out well. When the phrase of the man shall clearly utter serves to include all of pronouncements indicative of vows, even ambiguous intimations. However, according to the opinion of Rava, what does it say? Well, the Gemara explained that the phrase when a man or woman shall clearly utter is necessary for that which was stated by Rabbi Tarfon, as is stated in Tosefta 3:19. Rabbi Yehuda said in the name of Rabbi Tarfon, if several people took a vow of Nazirite as part of a wager with regard to an uncertain occurrence, not one of them is a Nazirite, and Nazirite is imposed upon someone only if his vow is clearly, explicitly enunciated. That is, one is a Nazirite only if he vows in a definitive manner, not if there is any uncertainty involved. The Gemara asks, this works so well according to the opinion of Rabbi Tarfon. However, according to the opinion of the rabbis who disagree with this ruling, what is it to say? Rather, the phrase when a man or woman shall clearly utter is necessary for that which is taught in the Bible. So the halachot of dissolution of vows, naming that one may request from halacha authority to dissolve them, fly in the air. What does that mean? Eiten adam pochim ba'avid. The halacha that vows can be dissolved by halacha authority. There's no explicit source in the Torah, but it's halacha transmitted to us from Sinai. However, the sages find an allusion to this halacha in the verse number 33. You shall not profane his word. Rambam Sefer Farhechad Shivud 6:2. And have nothing to lean upon. All these halachot are not mentioned explicitly in the Torah. Rabbi Eliezer says, halacha of dissolution of vows have a basis upon which to lean. As it states, when a man shall clearly utter a vow, in Leviticus 27:2, and when a man or woman shall clearly utter a vow, number 6:2, twice, one explicit utterance is for the prohibition. This refers to someone who does not regret his vow, whose vow is therefore not dissolved, in commentary on Nazir. Alternatively, it means that one is required to express his vow clearly so that it accords with his intention. I.e., when one takes a vow, he is bound to keep it, and one explicit utterance is for dissolution. One may request the dissolution of vibrations and dedication to the sanctuary which should take of the vow, in 1:17. This refers to one who regrets having uttered a vow and commentary on Nazir. The idea that if he regrets his vow, it is not considered to be clearly expressed, as his intentions no longer correspond to his vow. Contrary state that this explicit utterance refers to the clarification of one's vow and putting of authority. When one who took the vow requests its dissolution, i.e. in the event that he provides a halachic authority with a reason why the vow should no longer apply, the vow can be dissolved and no longer be bound by it. This is an allusion in the Torah for the dissolution of vows. Thank you for listening. Wish you all the best. Take care. Bye.